Amid the lingering grief that still surrounds the Chinese entertainment industry, the forensic evidence report regarding the death of actor and singer Yu Menglong has finally been released. The document, long awaited by the public and fans alike, provides a clearer picture of what really happened behind this tragic incident. However, instead of bringing closure, the report has revealed horrifying details that only reinforce suspicions of a carefully planned crime. Since the news of his death first broke, countless speculations have circulated. Some believed it was merely an accident, while many were convinced that something darker lay beneath the surface. Now, the results of medical analysis and forensic evidence expose facts too significant to ignore, opening a new chapter in a tragedy long clouded by mystery. According to the official report, Yu Menglong's body bore several injuries inconsistent with an ordinary accident. Forensic teams discovered pressure marks across parts of his body that strongly indicated he had resisted before taking his final breath. This detail immediately became the center of media attention, providing investigators with an entirely new direction. Furthermore, toxicology results revealed the presence of foreign substances in his bloodstream. These substances were not common in any legal medical treatments. Experts suspect that the drugs were administered forcibly, rendering Yu Menglong defenseless in his final moments. This chilling discovery added weight to the belief that his death was not natural but meticulously orchestrated. Even more shocking, the report noted evidence of injuries inflicted at different times. This suggested that before his death, Yu Menglong may have suffered a series of assaults. The public, already reeling from the news of his passing, began to ask the painful question: who could have committed such cruelty against a beloved star known for his humility and warmth? The fan reaction was swift and overwhelming. Social media platforms erupted with grief mixed with fury. Millions demanded that authorities follow up on the forensic findings and uncover those responsible. Yu Menglong's name has now become not only a symbol of talent, but also a painful reminder of the sinister forces lurking within the entertainment world. Another chilling revelation came in the form of fingerprints found on the body that did not match anyone close to him. This pointed directly to the involvement of an unknown third party. However, police have so far refrained from naming any suspects, choosing instead to continue their investigation carefully. Yu Menglong's family, devastated by the new details, issued a brief but emotional statement. They had hoped his death would be explained peacefully, but now they must face the unbearable truth that violence was likely involved. While asking fans to remain calm, they also pleaded for justice to be served swiftly. Meanwhile, colleagues in the industry struggled to process the revelations. Many shared their sorrow publicly, expressing heartbreak at the thought that Yu Menglong's final moments may have been filled with suffering. This realization has made his loss infinitely more painful. Major Chinese media outlets wasted no time reporting the forensic findings. Headlines were dominated by words such as tragic, horrifying, and premeditated. Criminal experts appeared on television to analyze the evidence, with most agreeing on one conclusion: this could not have been a simple accident. One of the most disturbing details was the discovery of binding marks on the victim's wrists. The evidence clearly indicated that Yu Menglong may have been restrained before his death. The revelation left the public horrified and enraged, knowing that he had been treated so inhumanely. The report also revealed discrepancies in the official timeline of his death. There was a crucial gap of several hours between the actual time of death and the reported time. This discrepancy suggested that his body may have been moved after death, a sign of possible attempts to cover up the true events. Fans, already mourning deeply, now felt betrayed. They had always believed their idol was surrounded by safety and support, yet the forensic evidence told a different story. On online forums, fans vowed never to rest until the full truth was exposed. Authorities confirmed that the forensic report would be used as the basis to expand the investigation. They promised every detail would be thoroughly examined and no possibilities ruled out. Yet the public remains restless, applying growing pressure with every passing day. Criminal psychologists analyzed the evidence and concluded that the injuries and toxic substances pointed to a deeper motive. This may not have been merely an act of personal revenge, but something far more complex. Such a possibility has made the investigation even more difficult and riddled with intrigue. Yu Menglong's name now echoes across platforms worldwide. His videos have resurfaced, his songs replayed endlessly, as if fans want to preserve every memory of him. Yet the mystery of his death still overshadows everything, fueling the need for answers. The death of a star always leaves a painful void, but when surrounded by such horrific details, the grief becomes even harder to bear. The entertainment industry has not only lost a talented artist, but must now confront the grim reality that darkness can lurk closer than imagined. Veteran entertainers have begun uniting to demand justice. Some have even called for stronger protection measures for celebrities, arguing that Yu Menglong's case highlights the dangers of fame without adequate safeguards. They hope this tragedy will spark meaningful change. The foreign substances found in his body have become the focal point of the ongoing investigation. Forensic chemists are working relentlessly to trace the origin of the drugs and identify those responsible for administering them. If suppliers can be identified, the chain of perpetrators may soon unravel. Meanwhile, international fans have joined in solidarity. Hashtags related to Yu Menglong have trended globally. The world now watches closely to see how Chinese authorities handle the case, because the tragedy has already transcended national boundaries. The forensic report also suggested that the location where his body was discovered was not the primary crime scene. Evidence pointed to the possibility that he had been moved. This revelation complicated the investigation further, requiring multiple sites to be examined in detail. Another striking detail was the discovery of small fragments of fabric that did not match the clothing he wore at the time. This seemingly insignificant clue could become a vital piece of evidence, potentially identifying the presence of another person at the scene. The public remains on edge, awaiting every new development from investigators. Press conferences are flooded with questions, and every official statement immediately captures national headlines. The demand for justice grows louder each day. Some analysts speculate that the case may involve a larger network. Given the level of planning implied by the forensic details, it seems unlikely that a single individual acted alone. However, police remain cautious, determined not to release premature information that could jeopardize the investigation. For fans, memories of Yu Menglong continue to bring comfort amid the pain. They remember his kindness, his dedication, and his passion for his craft. The contrast between these cherished memories and the brutal details of his death makes the tragedy all the more unbearable. The world now waits for the truth. Each forensic revelation adds a piece to the puzzle, though the full picture is still obscured. But one thing is clear: his death was not simple nor accidental. In an exclusive interview, one of the forensic experts admitted that this was one of the most complex cases he had ever encountered. "There are too many irregularities," he remarked, his words hinting at the depth of the mystery that remains unsolved. Fans continue to light virtual candles, hold memorial vigils, and flood social media with heartfelt messages. Yet beneath their grief lies a fierce determination to see justice prevail. They refuse to let the tragedy be buried without answers. Though the forensic report has provided clarity, it has also left countless questions unanswered. Who was involved? What was the real motive? What was the true sequence of events? These questions still hang heavily in the air. The entertainment industry now stands at a crossroads. Will they let the case fade into silence, or use it as a catalyst to strengthen protections for their stars? Many believe Yu Menglong's death will mark a turning point. His passing will never be forgotten. With each forensic detail revealed, his name is etched deeper into public memory. Yet only by uncovering the truth can the world finally give him the farewell he truly deserves. The forensic report is not the end of this story, but the beginning of a long and painful road toward justice. It is a journey filled with grief, anger, and unanswered questions, but also with the hope that one day, justice will prevail. And through it all, Yu Menglong will be remembered not only as a gifted artist, but as a symbol of the struggle for truth.